Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to share with you a comparison review between Morphe, their single shades or shadows, and Makeup Obsession. Now Morphe brought out their range of single shadows about 6 months ago, and I purchased quite a number of them and they are absolutely stunning. I love the shades that they come out with. They are shades that I absolutely love, plums, more nude shades, things like that. And then Makeup Obsession, which are also, you can purchase them from Town Beauty. They're also the makers of Makeup Revolution. And they have just brought out a new range of eyeshadows, single eyeshadows that you can purchase. And they are like eyeshadows you can either keep in one of their eyeshadow containers, or you can pop them out and put them in a palette. So it's really accessible. I love them. I mean, I love the Morphe, but what I thought was that there were a number of shade similarities, and I thought today that I would share those with you. Now I've got a couple of shades for one of the Makeup Obsession, and they're called Obsess shadows because the original shades had the stars impressed into the shadows. The new collection, so if you go into Boots, where they are now, most of the boot stores that have the Makeup Obsession have these available. So you'll know the differences because obviously the original collection has the stars imprinted on them. The new collection has Obsess printed on them, and obviously I'll show you those as we move forward. So I have 10 shades and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to share with you. There was one that I couldn't find. Obviously I've got a matte. The Morphe range do not have matte, they are all shimmers, so I couldn't find a dupe for that or a similar shade for that. And there was also another one because they're very, very similar. That could be very, very similar. There's 2 eyeshadows within the Makeup Obsession range where the Morphe shadows will be similar for those. So what I'm going to do is swatch each one. So I'll start with the Makeup Obsession and then I'll swatch the Morphe to see if they are similar. I haven't swatched them at all. I've just looked at them because I thought actually the shades are very, very similar and I wanted to do swatches myself, so I thought I'll do it on camera to share those with you. The Morphe ones, I believe, now when I purchased them for about £4.95 each. They have gone up in price. You can purchase them, I believe, from Beauty Bay, and I'll put all the details down below because I always get confused with these, and I'm sure it's either, I think it's Cocktail Cosmetics and then Beauty Chamber. Those are the 3, but obviously I'll put everything below, the prices and so forth. So I purchased them for £4.95, then they went up to £5.50, and I'm not sure if they're still at £5.50 or whether they've gone up even further. So because the Makeup Obsession ones are £2 and the quality is so good, I thought that I would do this comparison review. So if you're in the market for shimmer shades, you may find this interesting. So the first shade that I want to share with you is a shade called Linen. Now at the moment I'm absolutely I'm absolutely loving this shade because these eyeshadows are so pigmented. I'm toning them down, so I'm putting the eyeshadow all over the lid, but then I'm putting linen here to give that slight difference, and it is working so well for me. So today on my eyes I've got a Morphe shade on the lid, and then I've put the Makeup Obsession Linen in the corner and over half the lid to give that lightness or light to dark look. And then I've also got the Makeup Obsession, which I am actually obsessed with, the shade Paris, which I'll share that with you in a moment as well, all in the crease. So the palette that I've got looks like this. I didn't have a dupe for this, and like I say, there's these 3 shades here that are very, very similar, and especially these 2 here. So I couldn't find one to match each of those. I've found one to match both of those, if you see what I mean. But this is Paris. This is my, I mean, I absolutely loved Alba, and I thought I would never change that. But when I found this, it's stunning. I love it. And that shade is Paris. And like I say, these are £2 each, and I believe, don't quote me on it until I've looked and put the information down below, but I think these Morphe shades are now £6.50 on some sites. So I'm going to swatch the Makeup Obsession first. So we'll go with Linen. This is a gorgeous, stunning shade. It's a champagne shade and it is just gorgeous. So that's Linen. Now the shades that I want to swatch to see if they are the same, I'm going to start with Mimosa Sunday, which is a stunning, stunning shade. So Mimosa Sunday, they all look like this. They come in these single pans. They have the names on the back. I'm just going to give you the weight actually. The net weight is 0.11 ounces or 3 grams. Let me just see if the weight is on here. It's 2 grams. So there's only 1 gram difference, but even so, obviously the Makeup Obsession are still very, very good, at a very good price. Now that one is Mimosa Sunday. I'm just going to also swatch Hollywood Vixen, which is another champagne shade that I've got. Actually, Hollywood Vixen is more of a dupe as well. So that one is Linen. That one is Mimosa Sunday, and then this is Hollywood Vixen, I believe. Yeah. And Hollywood Vixen is more of a dupe, I would say, to that one. This one here, Mimosa Sunday's got a slight bit of gold shimmer to it, but those are very, very good. So if you are after the shade Hollywood Vixen from Morphe, there is obviously a very, very similar shade in Linen on the Makeup Obsession, or from the Makeup Obsession range, new Obsess range. So that's the first one. The next one is called, now I'm calling it La, but whether or not it's just LA, and it's this one here. So it's a taupe shade, but it's absolutely stunning. I wore it yesterday with Vixen. Sorry, I'm getting myself confused now. I wore that one with Linen in the corner yesterday and it was stunning. So I'll just swatch that one. So that one is La or LA. And the one I want to see if it is similar is So Chic and Polished. Let me see, because I think that may not be So Chic and Polished, and that's it, on the rocks. I've just got to open On the Rocks because I'm not sure if the first one I thought is going to be very good. So the first one is So Chic and Polished, so I'll just swatch that one. I think this one's going to be too gold. And then the next one I want to check is On the Rocks. So we've got, that's LA or La. This one is So Chic and Polished. And then this one is On the Rocks. I'm not quite sure if there's a true dupe there, because they've always all got a little bit of a hint of a little hint there of like orange to them. So there's not quite a dupe there, although that last one On the Rocks is probably, it's still got a hint of orange to it though, and that is like a true brown there. Obviously if you've got these, you can still, you know, make it work, but to be honest, I wanted a true brown and that's why I went for that one. But I mean, you can see the pigmentation is very, very comparable in all of the Makeup Obsessions so far, so really, really good. So not quite a dupe there. The next one is the shade Brooklyn, and it's this one here. So it's like a, actually very, very similar to Paris, but more in a shimmer shade. So it's got that orange, like a burnt orange tone to it. So let's just swatch that one. It really is a stunning, stunning shade. So the first one is 5-star Luxury from the Morphe range. And the next one that I wanted to check is Rodeo Drive, which I've actually got on my lid today. So that one is, now I'm getting confused with the names. So the first one is Brooklyn. So the first shade is Brooklyn. That one is, the next one along is 5-star Luxury, which actually isn't bad at all. And then the last one is Rodeo Drive, which is a little bit too light. So those two, if you're looking for 5-star Luxury from the Morphe range, that one there is actually not bad at all. So Brooklyn, very, very good indeed. So the next shade is called Solstice, and it looks like that. It's a very, very unusual colour. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to dupe it because it's a brown, but then it's got a little bit of like a purple to it. It is so gorgeous, it's absolutely stunning. So that's Solstice. And then the one that I wanted to try is Coffee and Drama. So that's Solstice, and that one is Coffee and Drama. It's not bad, it's very, very similar, but as I say, this has got a slight purple hint to it. So it's not bad. So if you wanted Coffee and Drama, then Solstice might be the one for you from the Makeup Obsession range. But I mean, the comparison, or you know, they are very, very comparable to each other. Absolutely stunning. So the next shade is called Antique Lace. I was going to call it, make a name up there for it. So this is Antique Lace, and you can see the shades that I absolutely love, all these plums and burgundies and so forth. So Antique Lace, I'll just swatch that one. It's very, very similar to Solstice, but it has a little bit more of the plum there. So the one that I've chosen from Morphe is Marry the Night. So that is Marry the Night, and that is near enough spot on. So if you wanted Marry the Night from Morphe, you could go for that one, which is Antique Lace. Absolutely stunning. I am so, so pleased that I am finding similar shades, because like I say, the Makeup Obsession shades are only £2. The next one is called Mulberry. This one's got a little bit more purple in it. So this is Mulberry here. Very, very similar to Antique Lace, but a little bit more purple. So that's Mulberry there. And the one that I've picked up from Morphe is Designer Everything. If I can open it. I think this may be a little bit too dark, but we'll see. Yeah, it's slightly darker. So that's Designer Everything. If you did want this one, which is Marry the Night, you could get away with perhaps that one or that one. But the Marry the Night is just simply too dark, unfortunately. And then the next one from Makeup Obsession is Plum, and it is this one here. So we're getting into those gorgeous burgundy shades now. So that's Plum. That's Plum there. And the shade is Gossip Girl, which is that one there. I don't know why I showed that one, because I haven't shown any of the others. I just wanted to show the swatch. So that's Gossip Girl, not quite as red as that. Sorry, it's telling me I've got low battery. Yeah, not quite as pigmented as that one. So unfortunately not that much of a dupe, although it will still give you the same, you know, it's of the same family. And then the last one is Crimson, which is that one there. Gorgeous. I have worn that one as well, again with linen in the corner. That's my preferred look at the moment. So that's Crimson. And then the shade that I've gone for from the Morphe range is Untamed. So that's Untamed. For actually, Untamed is a dupe for that one there. So if you wanted Untamed, you could go for Plum from the Makeup Obsession range, and that is a dupe. In fact, this one here that I've just swatched, no, it's that one there, sorry, Plum, is more like that one, which was Gossip Girl. From the pans, these ones looked like they were going to go for these ones from, you know, but they're actually swapped. So basically, Plum, which is that one, let me just double check because I'm going to get myself totally confused. So Plum is near enough a spot on dupe for Untamed. Stunning. And then if you were interested in Gossip Girl, which I'm actually wearing on my eye there, Gossip Girl is a very, very good dupe for Crimson. Let me just show you my arm again. So Designer Everything is way too dark there, but I think actually the other ones are not too bad. That one, you could get away with that one, but that's not spot on, but I mean it would give you the desired look. So yeah, they are definitely comparable. I'm absolutely loving the Makeup Obsessions, the new colours, and can't wait to go back next week and get the whole collection. I absolutely love Morphe. They're very, very pigmented. It's just a shame about the price, just lets them down, because like I say, when I first purchased them, they were £4.95 and they've gone up and up and up. I'm not sure why the price has gone up, but it is a shame because, you know, they are a relatively inexpensive brand. And if you purchase one of their palettes with these similar shades in, I think they're about, what are they, £22, something like that. So you can only really purchase 4 of their single shadows, and also within the palette you get some really, really good colour payoff on their shimmer shades. So it's such a shame that the price on those single shades for the shimmer eyeshadows are so expensive. But here in the UK we do have Makeup Obsession, and I'm so pleased that we do, because their new colour range is just absolutely spot on for me. And I'll just show you my arm once again. I'm absolutely loving them. So if you like the Morphe shadows, you wanted to have a look at the Makeup Obsession, I certainly would, because the price is very, very good for what you're getting. Yeah, there's only like 1 gram between them, and to be honest, are we ever going to get through one of these pans? I'm not sure I am, because the colour payoff is so, so good. So I hope that helped. If anybody's in the market for the Morphe, you're obviously seeing that the Makeup Obsession there is just as comparable, and they've got some really similar shades there. So I hope that helped. And not only that, I really love these kinds of videos anyway. So thumbs up if you enjoyed that. or you want to just support me and subscribe to watch further videos. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.